Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I'm late, guys. It's been an emotional morning because Lucy the Coonhound went to a rescue this morning. Um, so that's why I was late. Mark just got back and I was talking to him about it and he's all emotional. I'm emotional. We've cried all morning, but it's the best thing for her. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Let me find my live chat on my phone. So this morning, I'm just going to wait for y'all to get in here and just chat. This morning, I saw that there is a video that just emerged of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie entering a Publix grocery store hours before she was murdered. And we're going to take a look at that video. I've done got it pulled up, so hopefully it screen shares and everything like that. Plus, we're going to talk about the Murdaugh murders this morning. Alex Murdaugh, or Murdaugh, however you say it, is blaming his wife and son's murder on the cousin. Oh my gosh, guys, it looks like it's snowing outside. Hey, Donald, good morning. Melanie, good morning. I was thinking about you this morning, Donald. I was like, I have got to do a Jeffrey McDonald stream. I told Donald I would do it this morning, but I just didn't have time to get everything together because I was dealing with the hound dog saying goodbye to her and stuff. But we're going to do Dr. Jeffrey McDonald tomorrow morning. Hey, Ladybug, please don't get on the Chromebook. He walks like a duck. Which one, Melanie? Murdaugh or Brian? Before we get to talking about Gabby, I know I asked this the other day, but I don't know if anybody answered me. Lady, this is not a love fest. Did anybody watch the Gabby Petito movie on Lifetime? I'm going to have to put my Chromebook in my lap. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me sit back here. Anyways, at the end of that movie, spoiler alert, if y'all have not watched it, they made out like that he snapped and killed her because she broke up with him. I'm going to get on my live chat here. Damn, it's cold outside this morning, guys. So cold. This is the first morning that the water's froze. Mike, knitting artisan. Hey, Donald says you have a good heart. Oh, thank you, Donald. You do too. You're a very nice person. You're always leaving me nice, positive comments, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone that leaves me nice, polite comments. It encourages me. I think you're muted, CC. Oh, you can't hear me? Oh my! It don't say I'm muted. Let me see. Okay, Knitting Artisan says that she can hear me. I was thinking about you too this morning, Knitting Artisan, when I was looking at my crochet hooks. I was like, I need to get all these together and send to her and mail to her because I can't handle those metal hooks. Even this phone is starting to bother me. I've got to get a case for it. I didn't know phones had metal in them, but my hands has been tingling. I guess that's a sign to not hold my phone so much. Cheryl T, good morning. Morning, everybody. Okay, let's see if we can pull up this video. Weird. Okay, yeah. Melanie, sometimes I go into people's live streams on one of my certain devices' phones, and I can't hear them. And I'll have to go out and come back in. Yes, he killed her, and his mother and father knew it. He could not hide out for long. Exactly, Donald. Exactly. Let me get to screen sharing here. It's just, I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it does show them going into the Publix. Here's the thing I found interesting. After they went in grocery shop, she bought some cheese, right? They went out in the parking lot and sat there for 20 damn minutes. What was they doing? Arguing? Hold on, bear with me. I don't got my mouse with me. Let me see if I can go full screen. See, when I get on StreamYards, my Chromebook doesn't want to work with StreamYards. I can't make it, won't go large. But there it is. I'm going to have to get a laptop if I'm going to continue YouTube because this is pain bad. Okay, maybe it's loading up to go full screen. We'll go back and look at it. Hold on, let me stop screen sharing for a minute. Let's check out something. Let me see if it still won't go full screen for me. I'm telling you, StreamYards is a piece of junk. I don't know why Google took out the Google Hangouts that we used to use to stream. You could screen share and everything. That was a good streaming thing. Hey, Sonia. So we're just gonna have to watch it like this, guys. See, there's their van right there. It's circled because it's not letting me go full screen. I know what we could do though. I could look it up. I'll read y'all the article. See, they're just sitting there. Okay, now they're getting out of the vehicle right here. I'm sorry, guys, it won't go full screen. And they're walking in. They go in there and they get some cheese. And then they leave. Well, they sat in the parking lot for 20 minutes. Here they come. He does walk like a duck, don't he, Melanie? That's what she's talking about. 2:30 p.m., the couple exits the store and returns to Petito's van. Is that them over there? I guess so. Maybe it is. Anyways, let me read this. Okay, it says, never before seen video shows Gabby and Brian at a grocery store the last day she was seen alive in public. Fox News Digital reports. The footage recorded by security cameras at Whole Foods in Jackson, Wyoming, provides additional details about the hours leading up to Petito's death and Laundrie's behavior towards her. Fox News Digital obtained the video exclusively. At 2:11 p.m. on August 21st, 2021, the recording shows Gabby's white camper van entering the store's parking lot, which was just after the pair had departed from the Mary Piglet's restaurant, where it had been previously reported that they had an argument and Brian was visibly furious. I'd say you could pass gas wrong and he would have been mad. The couple sits in the van for about a minute. Then they exit, with Laundrie appearing to slam the driver's door and walking towards the back of the vehicle to find a hat. Gabby emerges from the passenger side of the van. As they walk into the store, Gabby has her arms crossed and Laundrie's hands are in his pockets. His face is obscured by sunglasses and the hat. The couple had been seen walking around the store, which spans about 15 minutes. Gabby appears to grab some cheese and put it in a bag. Gabby and Laundrie check out, walk back through the parking lot, and appear to sit in the van. After about 20 minutes, the van exits the parking lot and departs onto Highway 89, which leads to the, Bricker Teton National Forest, about 30 miles north. Gabby's remains would be found at a campsite there approximately 3 weeks later. On September 19, 2021, authorities conclude that Gabby died by manual strangulation. See, in that Lifetime movie, it showed, which they don't know, it's reenact, but it showed him like It didn't show him strangling her. Like she broke up with him and he was crying. She goes to comfort him and he gets her in a bear hug and don't let go until she quits moving. But that's probably not how that happened. Petito's parents allege in a lawsuit that Laundrie murdered their daughter on the evening of August 27th. If that is accurate, the new video tragically shows Gabby in the final hours of her life. After murdering Gabby, Brian is believed to have driven the van back to his parents' home in Northport, Florida, where he arrived on September 1st alone. He refused to discuss what happened with Gabby's parents, who reported her missing to police. Brian would later drive to a nearby nature reserve in Florida, about 10 minutes from his parents' home, where he is believed to have committed suicide. Investigators recovered what appears to be a written confession by Laundrie that he murdered Gabby. Police in Jackson, Wyoming told Fox News Digital that investigators there secured the Whole Foods surveillance footage after Gabby's parents reported her missing on September 11, 2021. The attempt to locate was the first thing we'd ever heard about Gabby Petito. Jackson Police Lieutenant Russ something other told Fox News Digital. Can't pronounce his name. Okay, so let's end up. We'll go back and watch the footage again. I wanna look at the chat. Let's see if we can get it to play again. Lady, what did I do with my phone? Okay. What did I do that for? Okay. Hey, Vicky, good morning. How are you doing, sweetie? He does like very much so. Yeah, he walks just like a damn duck. Hey, Clancy, how are you doing? Hibiscus, hey, sweetheart, I'm here listening. So say hi, chat. Well, I hope everyone's having a good morning. Melanie says it was me. I apologize. Oh, that's all right, Melanie. That's all right. Like I said, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said I go into people's chats sometimes and I can't hear them, and it's on my end, and I have to go out and come back in. It's on my old phone. It does that all the time. Okay, so here they are. Is that them coming in? No, they're still in the van. So I bet they were arguing before they went into the grocery store. Her arms was crossed. They wasn't holding hands. I mean, they're a young couple. Most young couples that walk in the store holding hands or, doing something. This is just a sad case. I can't believe it's been already a year since he murdered her. Coward. I think for some reason Lifetime Movie Network made out like she was breaking up with him. I wonder why they went that way with the movie for. Do they know something? I don't know. But anyways, in the movie, which I know you can't go by that, she told him, she's like, I've been thinking about this for weeks. We're just not meant to be. I've been projecting my dreams onto you. See, Gabby wanted to travel, be a travel blogger or vlogger, whatever you want to call it. But I don't think he really wanted to. He was just along for the ride, in my opinion. I think it probably really frustrated him that she had such a social media following. She had a YouTube channel. She had Instagram, TikTok, and she would have become really, really YouTube and TikTok famous, I believe, if she hadn't been murdered. But I think that he was jealous of that. I'd say he was a control freak. Gabby's probably his first and only girlfriend, if the truth's known. Just like Chris. Well, he reminds me of Chris Watts so much, guys. Don't he, y'all? I think I'm going to cook a little breakfast while I listen. Cook me some too, Knit Artisan. Oh, I forgot I don't eat breakfast. I eat breakfast. When I say I don't eat breakfast, I mean I don't eat when I first get up in the mornings. Okay, guys. Let's go look at some more crime that's going on. I saw something about, gosh, what's her name? The murder that, I'll have to look it up in a minute. This lady's been missing for 5 years from Bardstown, Kentucky. What is her name? Crystal? I can't remember her name, but the FBI's back searching her ex's property, searching a farm. Okay, see it. Police provide live update in case of missing Georgia toddler Quentin Simon. Says he's in a landfill. Oh my gosh, guys, we got to click on this. Let me see for a screen share. Chatham County Police in Savannah are holding a live press conference in connection with disappearance, presumed death of missing 1-year-old toddler Quentin Simon. Watch the live presser below. Okay. Let me see if I can get it. Stand by for live event. It looks like it's already. Let me see. Okay. We're going to have to listen to this. Let me screen share. And I'm on mute. This is about Crystal Rogers. Thank you, Cheryl P. I'm telling you, I'm getting worried about my memory, Cheryl. I can't remember nothing. He didn't want people to see he was evil to her. A lot of these abusers, that's the way they are. They're really nice in front of people. People think they're just the nicest person in the world. And then behind closed doors, the monster comes out in them. Okay, let me present this. Ta-da. I wish you didn't have to press like a million buttons to screen share. Okay. Let's try to find it if I can.
As with every step we have taken in this case, the need for this search was based on where evidence led us. We have spent the last several days preparing and deploying extensive
From the stream.
Expertise that they have provided to us.
Hold on.
Since they arrived on scene. Less than 3 hours after Quentin was reported missing.
We're going to play this from my daggone phone because I want to hear it all. Hold on. We don't got to see the cop's face. Let me get out of here. Good morning, Stephanie. Beautiful. How are you doing? Let me go find this. Okay, right here it is.
Provided to us since they arrived on scene. Less than 3 hours after Quentin was reported missing. Now I'll turn it over to Senior Supervisory Resident Agent, Mr. Clark, who also has a few remarks.
As loud as it'll go, guys.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning, everyone. My name is Will Clark. As the Chief said, I'm the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent of the Savannah and Brunswick offices of the FBI. Throughout our process here, our goal has been to bring Quentin home and to hold anyone responsible for his disappearance accountable. We, along with our law enforcement partners, go into this process with heavy hearts. We did not want to end up at this point.
Oh, no.
But the evidence has taken us here. We are not just randomly searching this landfill. We have evidence, specific evidence that leads us to this large property. To help in this search, the FBI has brought in specialists from Quantico, Atlanta, as well as all of our personnel here in the greater Savannah area. The FBI's evidence response team, which has experience in landfill searches like this, is heading up part of this operation. At this moment, we have dozens of FBI personnel on scene in support of the Chatham County Police Department. We will have Chatham County and FBI personnel in the landfill each day.
That bitch threw him
conducting a
away.
systematic
God.
search of the debris. This will be a complex and strenuous effort. Searchers will move through the debris placed on the search deck looking for evidence. Once that debris is cleared, it will be placed on the search deck and then removed and then replaced with another section of material. This will not be quick. It will not be easy, and the outcome is uncertain. As the chief said, we
Can
want
y'all hear?
justice for Quentin, and we want to find him a proper resting place. Again, we share the sorrow felt by millions and promise all of our available resources and expertise to assist Chatham County in finding little Quentin.
Thank you, Will. Now we'll take a few questions.
Thanks, Cheryl.
What makes you think that Quentin is in this landfill?
The evidence has led us to this place at this date and time.
Anything specific you can tell us?
Nothing I can tell you specifically.
Chief, what day did you think you would come to this landfill? Is this something you knew last Thursday, last Wednesday, last Tuesday, or yesterday, or this morning?
Agent Clark's going to answer any questions about the landfill.
We've been reviewing the evidence throughout the duration of this investigation. We've been following the evidence where it has taken us, and the evidence has taken us to this landfill. The efforts to
Why does it
take
go?
this landfill search have been several days in the planning. We brought in experts in landfill searches to guide us to the specific area where we search it. Like I said in my comments before, this is not, we're not searching the whole landfill. We have a specific area where we are looking.
And Agent Clark, in these landfill searches, I know the recovery evidence team has done this before. This area that you've now gridded off, there's no more trash coming there. It is away from anything new that would be coming in.
Yes.
And is that because of where this trash specifically came from?
Yes.
And then for the chief, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You know, we talked to you 2:30 the Wednesday that he went missing. You were so hopeful in this. And your tone has changed. You almost sound like you were about to choke out there. You must be emotionally drained. It's investigators, it's agents. Just can you talk about how hard this case has been?
Yeah, you're trying to get me to cry, I think. But it has. We had a meeting yesterday, and to look across the multitude of people that are here and to feel and see their emotions, and but that's coupled with determination and dedication so we can find little Quentin and provide him a proper resting place. It does take its toll. There's a lot of time, energy, and effort that goes into not only the investigation, but the logistics in terms of getting everything we need to be able to provide the proper resources for the search teams.
So they're saying, I'm gonna pause for a minute. They're saying they got evidence that leads them to believe that he is dead and in that landfill, a specific area.
And the investigators, so we can
Let's charge that mother and get it over with.
At some point, there's a large order of magnitude that has been brought to bear here for this, and I'll say it again. I can't thank the FBI enough for all that they have done. They have been tremendous and phenomenal.
And this is obviously is a criminal investigation now. It was a missing person, and there's no way that it's not, right? No one's been charged.
No one has been charged.
No one's charged.
Because we're not ready to charge anyone yet. We still have work to do. We still have an investigation to do, and we are not going to do anything preemptively that would harm future prosecution, where I'm standing before you 6 months from now talking about a flawed investigation or talking about why we did this and why we didn't do that.
Right.
I believe in our investigators. I believe in the expertise that we brought to bear here. We are tracking in the right direction, but we're only going to do that when we're ready to do that.
Chief, is that because you're holding out to make this a capital punishment case?
No.
Chief, is this landfill the only place that y'all are going to be searching?
Yes.
You mentioned, of course, that this is going to be a large scale, really strenuous operation. Do you guys maybe have a vague idea of how long you think it'll take, or is that just kind of up to what happens out there?
It's kind of up to what happens, but as Agent Clark said, this is not going to be quick. This is not going to happen within a day or so.
Bless his
We're here
sweetheart.
for the long haul until we determine that we don't need to be here anymore.
Chief, let's back up a little bit in this investigation. One thing that never happened was there was never an Amber Alert sent out. There was never a Levi's call sent out. Why was that?
It didn't meet the criteria of an Amber Alert at that time.
Why so?
I'd have to go back and look at the exact criteria, but we didn't have any specific information about an abduction. We didn't have a suspect for an abduction. We didn't have a vehicle description or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
And Amber Alerts are very prescriptive in terms of when you can issue them. And we didn't have that information at that time.
Chief, how tough is it to stand here right now and go, the only outcome of this is someone threw that little baby in the trash?
It's tough, but we understand that it's necessary. This is the work that we do. Albeit emotionally draining, albeit tough, albeit difficult. But this is what the community asks of our law enforcement officers.
I want to clarify something, Chief. It was asking a question earlier. Do y'all believe that Quentin was brought here and thrown in the landfill, or thrown in the trash and then ended up in the landfill?
We believe that he was placed in a specific dumpster at a specific location, and it was brought here by regular means of disposal.
The dumpster at the gas station.
I can't answer that.
Is Leilani Tynes still the only suspect?
She is.
You mentioned the other day you didn't believe she was a flight risk. Has that changed?
That has not changed.
How hopeful are you?
What about the boyfriend?
I have every belief that we will find his remains here at the landfill.
Do y'all know where Leilani is today? I don't mean right at this actual moment, but do y'all know where she is?
I believe she's still here in Chatham County. We do not believe she's a flight risk.
And again, I'll ask one more time. What makes you believe that she's not a flight risk?
I can't get into that. Okay, thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Well, I hope they take their time investigating so they can get that evil woman charged, evil girl, whatever you want to call her, cuffed, stuffed, booked, and cooked, because she killed that baby as sure as I'm sitting here. Now, I just want to know, was the boyfriend involved? Now, he had to have known if he was in the house, right? He had to have known. I wonder what her mom is thinking about this now. Yes, that was about little Quentin, knitting artisan. Maybe she checked herself. Oh, is she a drug addict? Boy, she sure thinks she's hot there on TikTok, putting her bikini pictures up. I saw one video of her, which a lot of young girls do that. But I'm wondering why she killed Quentin. Was it an accident, or allegedly killed him? Was it an accident, or was she frustrated because she had to take care of him and killed him, beat on him, or smothered him over it? I just don't understand how a mother can take her child's life, or any life, but especially your child. Makes no sense. I'd be afraid I'd be struck down. Oh, you reap what you sow in this world. You reap what you sow. If you sow something good, you'll get something good back to you. If you sow something bad, a bad seed, you're going to get bad seeds back to you. This is the way it is. I think that boyfriend thought the baby was asleep. Yeah, he could be completely innocent. I mean, she could have got up and done something to the baby and then took it and put it in the trash while he was asleep. I think it was neglect. I think he slipped out the middle of the night and drowned. They emptied that pool, and the video showed the back door open from 2 to 5 a.m. Yeah, he could have accidentally drowned. But why? Why wouldn't she, if it's an accident, why wouldn't she call 911 or something? Because she knowed she'd get in trouble, maybe, for not watching her kids. And what's she doing keeping him in a playpen early in the morning? If he was up, maybe he slept there, I don't know. You're supposed to get up with your kids. You're not supposed to leave little babies and toddlers up by themselves. I just don't understand this. And why was she even keeping the kid? Her mom's got custody for a reason. She was proved unfit, evidently. I would really like to know, I don't know this, why the grandmother had custody. Yeah, she had a drug problem. They said that she never bonded with him. Well, I didn't know that, but I noticed on TikTok she's got a couple of accounts. Most of the kids' videos was her other kid. What's his name? Zane. And I thought that was weird. I mean, she might have had a couple up there with Quentin in it, but I think she likes her other kid better, in my opinion. I just don't know how anybody could do that to their child, be mean to their own child, to any child for that matter. She was in court yesterday for that custody hearing. I don't know what they did. I heard that she was in court yesterday, but it wasn't related to the disappearance. Hey, Southern Mom, how are you doing, honey? It's good to see you. Let's all pray for the investigators and for Quentin's family. I bet the grandmother is just about to go out of her mind with all this going on. Quentin gone. Her daughter's the prime suspect. I'm wondering what she's thinking about her daughter now. Because she got mad at that babysitter and said, maybe you took him. She told the babysitter. That babysitter didn't go in that house to take that kid. That mom. The police know that she murdered him. They know it. They said they've got evidence. They have got evidence that leads them to believe he's in a landfill. He was put into like a dumpster. She might have even been caught on video putting him in a dumpster. We don't know yet. But they've got evidence that leads them to believe that. Here's something about her court date. Hold on. Quentin Simon, mom of missing Georgia Todd, appears at court hearing over safety of other children. Okay, let's look at this, guys. Get to click on it. I'm telling you, my Chromebook does really, really good, and it's really fast until I get on StreamYard. Okay, let's see. Missing Georgia toddler Quentin Simon's mom, Leilani Simon, something like that, was in court Monday for a hearing over concerns for the safety of her two other children. According to WTOC 11, Leilani Simon, along with her mother, Billy Howell, appeared at the Chatham County Juvenile Court in Savannah Monday morning in connection with the custody of Quentin's two siblings. Howell has custody of both Quentin and one of his siblings, a 3-year-old. Also, she has another child. Also in court was the father of one of Simon's children, and that child's grandfather, who said he was there to support the child and make sure the child's safety is a top priority. Well, there should be no kids in that home right now. The court hearing was closed to the public, and the records have been sealed due to a gag order in the case. So there's a gag order. Both Simon and Howell left the court building quickly after the hearing and didn't respond to the media waiting outside. Okay, there's a little clip. I'll screen share in a minute. Simon reported Quentin missing on October 5th. She said her current boyfriend saw the child about 6 a.m. in the family's Savannah home. Later, when Simon woke up, Quentin was gone, according to what she told a 911 dispatcher. She made the 911 call shortly after 9:30 a.m., telling the dispatcher she found the door open, although Quentin isn't able to open the door by himself. I think someone came in and took him, the dispatcher told responding officers. Police launched an extensive search of the area, calling in help from other nearby jurisdictions, as well as the FBI. As of October 18th, Quentin remains missing, but police said earlier this month the child is likely dead. Leilani Simon has been named the primary suspect in the child's disappearance and presumed death. But so far, no charges have been filed against her in the case. It's because they're still gathering evidence, they said. To report information on Quentin Simon, call 911 or submit a tip to the Chatham County Police Department. Crime tip. hold on, I'll get the link. It's police.chathamcounty ga.gov/tips, or submit a tip through Crime Stoppers online tip portal, www.p3tips.com/tip form. Or you can call 912-667-3134. Bless his little heart. I believe they'll find him. They'll find him today or tomorrow. This reminds me of another case that we covered. What was his name? Was it Noah Thomas? What was his last name? Little Noah was lived up in Northern Virginia with his mom, abusive mom. But anyway, she killed him because she resented him over his dad. And she put him in the trash dump. And he was found at a landfill. Now let's watch them leave the courtroom. Hold on. Is Mandy in here? Good morning, Mandy. Where you been, girl? I feel like I've not seen you in forever. I'll look at the chat in just a sec, guys. Also, Kristen Smart case, guys. The jury's reached a verdict in Ruben Flores's case, but they're not going to reveal the verdict until they come back with a verdict for Paul Flores. We'll look at that in a minute. If it'll play this video, you know how it does. Where you running to, yo bitch? Where's she running to? Don't want to talk to nobody? You ugly heifer. Hope she rots in hell. Hope she splits hell wide open for whatever she done to this child. And you know what? If it was if it just so happened it was an accident, she didn't call police, she's still a sorry piece of crap. Who don't call 911 if something happens to their child? If, I'm just saying if that was the case. Prayers for his siblings and family and stuff. And let's pray for the investigators because, that's hard. That's hard, recovering a child's body, investigating a child's murder and stuff. That's really hard on them. Hold on a minute. Hold on, guys. My mom's calling. Gosh. Let me mute it. It answered the phone. I just hung up on her. Oh, well. I'll call her back in a minute. Okay, we're going to move on and see what else is going on here. I wanted to look at the what Alex Murdaugh was doing. Disgraced lawyer and alleged killer Alex Murdaugh accuses cousin of murdering wife and son. Yeah, he don't take the blame for anything. He murdered his wife and son as sure as I'm sitting here. Hold on a minute. The Chromebook's acting up. Oh, it's froze up on me. Piece of crap. And tell you what, I am about sick of crime online. You can't even get on here for all the freaking ads coming across. Okay, here we go. Disgraced South Carolina lawyer Alex Murdaugh, accused of murdering his wife and son, now alleges that he hired his cousin to commit the killing. So he's saying he hired his cousin to kill them. We got to screen share this. Can you believe this crap? He hires someone to kill him, to make it look like he committed suicide. That fell through. And it looks like he also hired someone to kill his wife and son. Look at him. You can tell he's on drugs, or was. Okay, in a new court filing, lawyers for Alex argued that investigators should have given more weight to a lie detector test taken by Alex's cousin, Curtis Eddie Smith. Hey, that's the same one that tried to shoot Alex in the head, or Alex wanted him to, so it could look like he committed suicide. That's the same guy as his drug dealer, too. Smith decidedly failed a polygraph when questioned if he murdered Maggie and Paul, the motion reads. According to the newspaper, the reason Smith failed the polygraph when asked if he murdered Maggie and Paul is because he, in fact, did commit these heinous crimes. Prosecutors allege that the legal psycho fatally shot 52-year-old Maggie, their 22-year-old son Paul, in June of 2021 at the family's hunting lodge. Smith asserted he was nowhere near the property when the shootings occurred, but the lie detector test indicated that Smith may have not been telling the truth. According to Murdoch's court filings, as described by the state. Scroll down. Smith alleged in the polygraph that a groundskeeper murdered Maggie and Paul after Paul came home and discovered that his mother was having an affair with the groundskeeper. No evidence has ever been provided to substantiate the allegation. Of course, let me see if I can say this name. Amy something other. A lawyer for Smith told the newspaper that his client did not commit the murders and has an ironclad alibi at the time of the slayings, according to the state. Eddie Smith continues to be a victim of Alex and his deeds. That's what Amy told the state. If you look at this case since the murders, there has been a desire on the part of Alex Murdaugh to insinuate that Eddie Smith is somehow involved. That is a continuation of that. Smith has already been accused of providing drugs to Alex and helping him steal money from clients and other attorneys, the newspaper reports. Prosecutors also allege that Smith tried to help Alex fraudulently attempt to collect a $10 million life insurance policy for his surviving son, Buster, by shooting Alex in the head. The gunshot injured but did not kill Alex. Prosecutors were expected to file a written response to the allegations on Monday. Alex's murder trial is scheduled for late January. Can y'all believe that? I'd say that's true. Somehow. There's probably some parts of that true. I mean, he's Alex's cousin. They were drug dealers together, embezzling money. Alex paid him to shoot him in the head and make it look like a suicide. So if he is capable of doing that and would go along with a fake suicide plot, then who's to say he wouldn't go along with murder? Because, I was thinking maybe Alex did it, but then again, I think he probably didn't. He probably didn't do it. He probably paid somebody else to do it. He probably didn't have the guts to do it. He probably couldn't face his wife and son and shoot them. He paid someone else to do it. Okay, let me get on my live chat here. Get back to YouTube. God bless it. Everything wants to freeze up on it. Here we go. I know it's equally beautiful there as well. Mandy, all the historical properties so very expensive, I'm sure. I love going to historical properties. What are y'all talking about? Where y'all been? Where you been, Mandy? You better not say Salem or something like that, or I'm going to get mad because I would love to go up through there during Halloween. Love to go to Salem. Okay. Let me see what else. Oh, I wanted to talk about those guys that went bicycle riding. Two of them was brothers. There was 4 of them that went bicycle riding. They never come home. They was reported missing. Well, their bodies were found in a river, dismembered. They were shot, and all of them was dismembered. Now, one of them had a cell phone, and the cell phone pinged near a junkyard. And this junkyard owner is the prime suspect in their murder and dismemberment, but they can't find him right now. But it appears like these men went out to steal some stuff from the junkyard, maybe some copper. They pay high price for copper and stuff. And it looks like they may have got caught, and this guy may have killed them and dismembered them. Oh, y'all's talking about Ireland. Oh, man, that'd be so cool. Go to Ireland, catch me a leprechaun. Hold on. Okay, so Billy, Mark. Let me scroll down. Billy, Mark, Alex, Ray, Michael. I'm going to read all this to y'all. Hibiscus first sent me this article about it when this first happened. On Monday, Oklahoma investigators said the remains found in a river Friday belonged to 4 men who vanished last week. Okmulgee Police Chief Joe Prentice said that the bodies of Mark Chastain, 32, his brother Billy Chastain, 30, Mike Sparks, 32, and Alex Stevens, 29, were discovered in the Deep Fork River. Tulsa World reported that the 4 men were shot and dismembered. Hold on. Shot and dismembered, and evidence of their slaying was recovered from a salvage yard owned by Joe Kennedy, who is considered a person of interest. The men were reportedly last seen leaving Billy Chastain's house on bicycles, pulling trailers, on October 9th. Prentice said that they believed they intended to carry out theft or robbery, as a witness said the men planned to hit a lick. You ever heard that saying, hit a lick? You ever heard somebody say, you won't hit a lick at nothing? Means going to do something, do some work or something. According to BuzzFeed, data from Mark Chastain's wife's cell phone led investigators to a salvage yard and a gas station. The phone was reportedly cut off after the men arrived at the second scrap yard near Okmulgee, where police believe a deadly incident occurred. Detectives believe the 4 bodies were dumped on October 10th, a day after the men were last seen. Cops said they are still looking for the slain men's bicycles. Somebody scratching on the door. Kennedy is currently missing, and authorities have reason to believe he will harm himself, Prentice said. KTUL reported that Kennedy's vehicle was found behind a business in Morris, though it's unclear how it got there. He must have, allegedly, this is just my theory, what I'm thinking. That guy must have caught them in his scrapyard and shot them off. I mean, he must just, I wonder if he done it like execution style, lined them up and done it, if somebody else helped him do it. But he evidently done this. I believe he caught them stealing and he murdered them for it. Hey, that's a lot of people that will do that. They catch you on their property. But this man is psycho. If he's capable of doing something, if he's capable of murdering 4 people instead of just calling Lyle when he caught them on his property and dismembering them, who's to say that he hasn't done this before? You know, this man is evidently deeply, deeply disturbed. Gosh, guys, why didn't y'all just go out and get a job? I mean, I don't care if they were out stealing. They didn't deserve this. They didn't deserve to be shot and dismembered. I mean, freak, if you catch somebody on your property, call the police on them. I was clicking on this one part, see what it's saying about his vehicle. Okmulgee police confirms bodies found in Deep Fork River, those of 4 missing men. Okay, we know that. I wanted to see what it said about his vehicle. Investigators also believe the men were trying to plan some sort of crime before they were killed. Yeah, I believe they got caught stealing copper. If they were at a scrapyard, that is probably after copper. Because usually like the recycling center, you can go sell like old cars too and take your pop cans and stuff. They pay good money for copper. Copper is expensive. On Saturday, officers searched a scrapyard and the surrounding properties on East 20th Street, found evidence that a violent event had taken place at one of the surrounding properties. Wow. I mean, you know what this is like, guys? This reminds me of like Chainsaw Massacre or something. And really, it's what it reminds me of. You know, them people they stumble upon a freaking house and the people inside are, crazy cannibals. It's crazy prayers for their family. You know what? And I don't care if they were out into breaking the law and stuff. They didn't deserve this. No, they shouldn't have been trying to steal nothing or anything. Hey, Sweet Wheat. The owner has a history of violent crimes and drugs. Yes. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Chainsaw Massacre. It reminds me of a scary movie where people, go to a property they shouldn't be at, stumble upon it, and here comes out some crazy person killing them. Think about it. Just like Chainsaw Massacre. Sweetweed, I've not seen you in forever. I remember your name. I think you're still the same one. It used to be on my channel sometimes. How you been doing? I'm going to go to my live chat here. Hibiscus, there are 3 more subscribers that live close, and we're all going to have a meet and greet. If, like, when they have a trial, you guys will have to join us. Well, I wish y'all wasn't so far from me. We would have a meet and greet. I haven't been on him forever. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good, and it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Gosh, you was been on my channel and chat like 4 years ago. Been a subscriber for a long time. It's so good to see you. I like seeing new people or people I haven't seen in a while. Let's go back to Crime Online. See what else is going on before I get off here. I saw a tragic story about a dog. This woman's dog killed her mother or grandmother, and she's charged with manslaughter. Okay, that's just what we already know about Quentin. Let me find it. Elderly Georgia woman mauled to death by daughter's pit bulls. Oh, pit bulls. Daughter charged with felony manslaughter. Well, this reminds me, y'all remember those pit bulls that attacked that woman in California in her apartment hallway? And I mean, they ripped her apart. They mauled her to death. People had complained the owners was 2 lawyers. Anyways, they got stuff booked and cooked for that. Let's see if I can get this pulled up. Pit bulls, they got a bad name. But I have met a lot of sweet ones. I swear to goodness, if somebody rejects your call on your cell phone, I don't think you should keep calling back. That or tell people you're busy. My phone was just ringing. I think that's rude to keep calling somebody back when they're rejecting your call. Obviously, they can't get to the phone. Okay. Look at her. How sweet looking. Okay. A deadly dog attack on an elderly Georgia woman has led to criminal charges against the victim's daughter, who owned the dogs and failed to report their aggressive history. Around 7:45 p.m. on October 7th, dispatchers received a 911 call about an elderly woman screaming that she needed help because the dogs were attacking her sister at a home on Terrence Drive in Troup County. Officers arrived at the scene and found 80-year-old Rosetta, Gesselman, wounded and bleeding on the floor. Responders deployed a spray, and the large dogs ran out of the residence into the backyard. Medics then attended to Rosetta and rushed her to an area hospital where she was later pronounced dead. Investigators say the victim's daughter, 48-year-old Tangia Gesselman, owned the 2 dogs and knew they had become aggressive before. The dogs had allegedly killed family pets, also bit someone's hand, and so severely that the injured person required medical treatment at a hospital. I'm sorry, but I don't care how long I've had a dog. I will not have a dog or keep a dog around that kills other animals. Tangia is alleged to have never reported the aggressive nature of the dogs, Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff said. Prosecutors have now charged her with reckless conduct, felony involuntary manslaughter in connection with her mother's death, as they should. If you know that your dogs are aggressive and will bite people, then you shouldn't have nobody around them. You really shouldn't have dogs that are like that. I hate to see any dog put down, but if there is one that, is aggressive and will attack people, you can't be having that around. Can't be having them run around and stuff. I just wouldn't keep a dog like that. And y'all know I'm a huge, huge animal lover. Huge, huge. Okay, one dog was a female pit bull mix, while the other two dogs were male pit bull great mastiff mixes. First responders put down two of the dogs at the scene, and a third dog was later euthanized. Tangia remains in custody on a $6,000 bond and is yet to enter a plea. Rosetta was a beloved member of her community in LaGrange, about 70 miles southwest of Atlanta. Rose was the sweetest lady, always smiling. I'm so sorry this happened to her, one commenter wrote on her obituary website, where numerous people left condolence messages. Prayers for her family. It's so tragic. I mean, a lot of these dogs that are aggressive, it is because their owners. It is because of their owners. I mean, there's just no sense in having an animal like that's that dangerous. And I just want to say that not all pit bulls are like this. I know we hear a lot of horror stories about pit bulls and they have a bad name, but I have met some sweet pit bulls. You know, somebody told me off one time because I said that. I believe it was on TikTok because they were saying something about pit bulls, and I said I have met some sweet pit bulls. They told me I was ignorant and everything. I have met sweet pit bulls. Jasmine, my brother's pit bull, sadly passed away. She was sweet as she could be. She didn't attack other animals or anything. Callie, his other pit bull, she was three-legged. She got rehomed. She was sweet as she could be. Their habits were like you couldn't leave them in the house by themselves, or they'd try to chew out your wall and door and stuff. But they weren't mean to other animals. Now, little Lucy, it just went to the rescue. Somebody's going to have to work with her because she's very aggressive with female dogs. Mark told me, see, his nephew's got two dogs out there, two German Shepherds, and they was in their lot yesterday. And Lucy was going over trying to start with them. I mean, they was nose to nose through the fence, teeth showing and everything, I reckon. She done Skylar and Ladybug the same way. The first time I introduced Ladybug to her, Ladybug was hateful. So, I just brought her back in the house. I had them on leashes, of course, outside. And then Skylar went out there because Skylar's better with other dogs and stuff. And she done good with Lucy for a while. Then Lucy, she would just try to jump on Skylar for no reason, just trying to walk by her. And I think a lot of that, I thought that day was jealousy, maybe. I grew up with pit bulls. I used to ride her like a horse, and she was my babysitter. Hey, we had a tragic thing happen. Well, it wasn't here. It was down in Abington, Virginia, and you could probably look this up. But a dog that was half wolf killed a newborn baby. He got the newborn baby out of the bassinet and killed it. Hold on just a minute. And then there was a while back in Kentucky, about a month ago, I think it was a pit bull that she had had for 8 years, attacked this woman's toddler and her little baby, and she tried to help the baby and toddler. She got injured too, but the toddler and baby died, and that lady's still in the hospital. Hold on, guys. Cleo's crying at the door. Hold on. Let me get around the bed here. What, baby? Come on. There's your little titty baby. Cries for its mama. I'll show you. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can turn on the camera just for a minute, even though I look like crap. Look at this little monster. Look at her little feet. She's something else. What are you going to do? If y'all ever see me in a chat and my comments aren't making sense, it's because this cat likes to run across my phone and stuff when I lay it down and watching YouTube and stuff. Broken just, I'm in Tennessee. You really should come over for breakfast. Right. If it killed family pets, it would be gone. See, Broken Justice. I adopted a husky. And actually, I got it from the dog pound. And she actually had papers with her. So I could see the previous owner's names and stuff where she come from. She was, we call that AKC registered. Okay, so I brought her home and I had little Bear, a little long-haired chihuahua at the time. She didn't bother Bear. Maybe she knew it was because Bear was there first and older, but I let her outside loose and she went down there and she killed my granny's favorite cat, orange tabby cat, Tom. She killed him. She ripped open his stomach in front of my grandmother, and I had to take her back to the dog shelter. Because she also tried to jump on my uncle's little dog down at the garage, too. She was sweet as she could be. Her name was Cheyenne. I didn't name her that. That was already her name, but she was very, very territorial. Very. That's probably why she ended up at the dog pound. But, I had to give her back because my granny was so upset. I had 2 little Shih Tzus. I have one that really, really sweet, and the other one is vicious little tiger. She is so mean. I have to tell people to watch her, but she can't even break the skin right. That's what I tell people about Ladybug. Just don't pet her. She won't bite you unless you're trying to hurt me. But she barks at new people. She even barks at my mom when she comes in. But I'll tell you something amazing that happened when Sapphire came to visit me. Ladybug was, at first she was barking and stuff, but she let Sapphire pet her and everything. And I was like, hey, she really is a real good person for Ladybug to take up with her. And by the way, speaking of her, she started her own channel. Let me get my phone and share her link. She can show you how to make edibles if you're into cannabis. She knows how to make that canna butter. She's going to do resin art and all that too. Let me get her channel link. I'm trying to help her out a little bit, gain her some subscribers. She's had a hard year, guys, and doing videos and stuff is like going to be an outlet for her. Hey, she did a video last year. I think it's how to make edibles or something, but it got like 9,000 views. See if I can find her channel. Why am I not finding it? Oh, let me just go to my community post. I was trying to punch in her name, and it wasn't pulling her up. Maybe she needs to go in and fix. When you start YouTube, after you get so many subscribers, you have to go in and fix that URL thing. Oh, right here it is. Got it. Copy link. Oh, she's looking so pretty in these thumbnails. She's a good lady. Me and her had a ball down here. We drank us liquor. We done everything. We drank beer. We had a good time. We went to Walmart. We hung out here. Snout for crying out loud. Autocorrect. So I know it. On my phone, what is so annoying, if I try to put the word on, O-N, it always puts in. It makes me so mad. Uh-oh, I don't want to time anybody out here. Okay, so that's the link to Sapphire's channel that I just posted. Let me see if I can pin it. And I'm going to pin it. If y'all's into resin art and cannabis and all that, please check out her channel. She is a breast cancer survivor. She's a fighter, that's for sure, and a survivor. She had breast cancer several years ago, and she beat it. Thank God, she had to have one of her breasts removed and all that. Thank God she made it. Yeah, there's something like, you got to go in. I can't remember exactly what it is. But once you get so many subscribers, you got to go into your studio, to the URL part. I can't remember. But I remember having to fix mine. And that's so like when people search your name, it'll pull it up. Like I just searched her name and it wouldn't pull it up for me. It's got something to do with the URL. Maybe they've charged it. Maybe they've changed it. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'm wanting to have a ghost story night since it is October. Gosh, it's going to be cold. I'll have to bundle up if I do it outside. But ghost story night, Saturday night. I'm going to go ahead and schedule it. So I'm going to do ghost story night for our channel members. And then tomorrow, we're going to do Jeffrey McDonald. I'm trying to think, guys. So tomorrow, Jeffrey McDonald in the morning, Fatal Vision. We're going to discuss him, go over that case that happened in what, like 70? I can't remember when it happened. It was in the 70s. And then Saturday night, we'll do a member stream ghost stories. Yeah, where the hell is Cement Shoes? Where the hell you at, Cement Shoes? You're supposed to be in here protecting us from the weirdos. Cement Shoes, he is a loyal subscriber. He's been one of my subscribers for a long time. So is Southern Mom, Broken Justice. She's been around for a long time. Yeah, it was the early 70s, and it was like 10 years before they charged him, right? Now, Donald, that comes into the chat. Now, his mom, he said, went to school with Colette McDonald. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said in the chat she may have actually went to Jeffrey McDonald's trial. A while back, I said I need to do more research on Jeffrey McDonald because I thought he had 2 trials. And then I corrected myself and I was like, no, he just had 1. But what it was is he had a court-martial hearing. He had a hearing in front, what do you call that? At a court-martial, anyways. So they found him like not guilty or whatever. He was never charged. Then like 10 years later, after Colette's stepdad kept, pressuring prosecutors and writing to governors and all this, they finally charged him. Oh, do you talk to him, Broken Justice? Yeah, tell him. He needs to be showing up for live streams because he's got to protect us. I'm just kidding. Anyways, also, yes, we will be doing Susan Smith case on the anniversary, which is, what did I say yesterday? October 25th is the anniversary of the murders of Alex and the other little boy. I can't even remember his name right now. I can't remember anything, guys, especially when I've been like stressed out and emotional. It's been an emotional morning, saying goodbye to the little hound dog, even though, she was a lot on me and stuff. I still cared for her. I felt so bad for Mark this morning, guys. He was crying his eyes out over, her, but she's going on to the next chapter in her life, and she will find somebody. She's in good hands right now. She'll find somebody to take care of her. What broken health crew? That reminds me of the baby that got left in a swing and ignored until it died. Hey, the other day I saw, I think it was in Ohio, where they found a newborn baby on the riverbank, face down, umbilical cord still attached. I've not heard anything else about it. I don't think they've ever found out who the mother is. Yeah, thank you, Knitting Artist. And it is. It is. It's quiet around here. I mean, everything's in harmony around here. We live in harmony. Like yesterday, I took a picture of Skylar, Cleo laying together, and Ladybug. And Lucy, she just couldn't get along with anybody. And my cats did not like it when I would let Lucy in. I'd let her in and take her back there to the bedroom. What I would do is I'd put Ladybug and Skylar back here and shut the door. Then I'd have her on a leash and take her back there to the bedroom so she could hang out with Mark. But my cats didn't like her. Cleo was under the couch. The dog couldn't get under the couch, but her head was underneath there and her nose. And Cleo smacked her a couple times. And it wouldn't be fair to my dog to keep her here. My dogs and my cats. It just wouldn't. That's the hard thing about rescuing animals. This is the first animal that we have rescued that we haven't kept. Now, we rescued another dog. We named her Oakley. She was a black and tan coonhound. We found her at a gas station starved. But what happened to her is one night about 5 o'clock in the morning, it was storming. But Lady wanted to go out and pee, or it was raining. The wind was blowing. So I opened the door and that dog shot out the door and my gate wasn't closed on the porch. She took off 5 o'clock in the morning down in the woods. We put and never came back. And finally, I saw a post on Facebook that she was seen in another town, the next town over, and then she ended up at a shelter. And when I called to check on her, they said that a rescue had just come and got her. Now, this is a kill shelter, but they do try to get the dogs into rescues and things like that. The Paws organization works with the animal shelter here. But Lucy went to a coonhound rescue. He had to go meet them down at the animal shelter and fill out some paperwork or something and hand her off. And it was really hard on him. Really, really hard. It was hard on me too, saying goodbye to her this morning, but I think it was rougher on him. But anyway, it looks like I saw y'all's picture. It looks like y'all had a really good time. I just can't remember when my son was born. He was 3 pounds 11 ounces. I felt so fiercely protective. He would look at me and study my face. Yeah. Little babies are the best. I remember when Timothy was a baby, I would just look at him and rub his little cheek. So protective over him, and I still am to this day. I can't stand for anybody to say anything about my son. But I'm not going to respond to anybody else that says anything. Because I know that I love my son, I care for him, and he's well taken care of. So I'm not going to worry what these other people will say, insinuate. They're just trying to get a reaction anyways. That's what my son told me. He's like, Mom, don't react. You're an awesome mom. I was like, okay. I'm 4'10", and my daughter weighed 8 pounds 4. You're 4'10", you little short thing. I'm like at 5'4". Thank you, Broken Justice. So are you. Of course, I've made mistakes, of course, but that's in the past. That's in the past. That's like a decade ago or more, you know. Anyways, oh yeah, Timothy's going to homecoming. I told y'all I've got all of his stuff except his outfit, except for his shoes. And me and my mom's going to get him a pair of cool kicks, as I call them, a pair of cool shoes to wear. He's just going to wear like black jeans. And the boys are wearing a pink t-shirt with a black dress shirt button up over it and black shoes. That's what they're wearing. So, I think it's so cool. My son will wear pink. He will wear purple. I love it. Because like a lot of guys around here, you know, are country boy, redneck. They won't wear colors like that. You only see them camouflage and stuff. But Timothy, he doesn't care. My premature boy was born 30 weeks and passed a short time. I'm so sorry, Hibiscus. I know that was rough on you. Then you had your beautiful daughter, right? Mike says, wow, Shorty. Hey, being short's in style. The only thing about being shorter is you can't hold a lot of weight, you know? You can't gain a lot of weight. I'm so sorry, Hibiscus. I almost lost my son after his second open heart, but he recovered. Oh, I bet you was scared to death knitting artisan. And I can't imagine what Hibiscus went through. Anybody that's lost a baby like that or a child. Prayers, y'all. Anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. If I get some time later this evening, it's not too cold, we may do a chat on the porch. I'm not promising, but we may. I'm going to get off here and get me something to eat and take my blood pressure pills before I forget. And just hang out with the dogs. I can't reach anything in the damn store. You need that little reacher, grabber thing that I got, Hibiscus. I use it to pick up like paper out of the yard. You know what I'm talking about? You need one of those. Anyways, yes, Mike, have a great day. Y'all have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. I was terrified, CC. Flatline ICU, and I saw the whole thing. Oh my gosh, Nene Artisan. I bet that was so traumatic. I'm so sorry, girl. Prayers. Prayers. If you ever need to talk about it, just reach out to me, girl. You need to join the Discord. Catch you next time, Mandy. See ya. Peace.